other kids need to know that they're special, that they're valued, that because Riley takes more of my time, that doesn't mean I love them less. It just means when you have that need and it comes to the forefront, I'm coming to you.
I also push how it affects the other kids in the family, because that's a huge aspect that nobody's really touched on too, because you parent, you have really two extremes to have to parent. The influence of a special needs child that has on the other kids, older and younger, as well as the influence and the impact it has on them as kids.
I think it's very hard for siblings in that situation. It took a long time for my youngest daughter to realize that something was different, because that was just the normal way of life.
Eden is a blessing beyond all measure, because she was 5 when Haven was born, and she's grown up. She was the center of the universe and spoiled, rotten, and beautiful. And when Haven came, her world flipped. And so she had to be totally giving.
My younger two were very resentful and hated Micah for a time because of all the crud he caused in the family, all interrupted fun things, and the dynamics and the problems and the focus would be on him. The squeaky wheel gets the oil.
Some days when I'm with Caleb, it's so draining that I don't feel like I have anything left in my tank for my other kids.
They will be more patient with me sometimes because they know that it's been a horrible day.
I worry about Eden sometimes, maybe because Haven gets all kinds of attention with doctors and schedules, and I worry about her feeling left out.
I don't like having to, at times, restrain Caleb from hurting the other kids. I hate it that they feel like they have to walk on pins and needles around him.
I worry, do our children feel like the whole world revolves around Caleb and they feel shortchanged?
I find myself going out of my way to have one-on-one time with both the girls and try to make sure that that time is equal.
But I think it's hard to make the time for them, but you definitely have to make that a priority every day to make sure that you split that time and you have that time with your other child. And it's hard talking to them about the differences.
And I had to say to the kids, Micah's brain just isn't wired the same way as yours. He can't do what we know you can do. So it wasn't a focus on his negatively. It was a focus on what they had and the potential that they had.
She's a great big sister. She's always helping us carry things or move things or carrying the walkers or medical equipment or whatever. She's always been there almost like a second mom to Haven.
And now they're fantastic. They know skills that adults don't know. They know how to redirect. They know how to create diversions, how to calm a situation.
It's really neat when you see your child sympathetic to others and helping others. And she's definitely got more comfortable in that environment and role. And
our kids have an amazing grasp on reality and what's really important. And they've learned to appreciate just the small things. When we have a good dinner and there's not been an explosion and we can just sit around and have a conversation and everyone's in sync and Caleb's good, they're so excited, and they understand and appreciate small blessings as well as the large ones. And that's a benefit that some people never get.
What I prayed for all my kids is have this be a good impact on their lives, that they will grow up to be people that aren't afraid of special needs kids, with physical, developmentally, behavior, that they're not going, oh, I don't want to be around them, they're unattractive, they're ugly. They aren't intimidated by it. They've dealt with it, they've lived it. And so I said, I want them to have a heart, I want them to have skills, I want it to be used for good.
They may all need therapy. They probably all need therapy. But it also has given them a kinder, gentler heart towards people that are different. They seek out kids at school that have issues. They are not exclusive. They have a better understanding of people that are different and a heart for those to reach out and help.
It isn't all about Micah. I do have other kids I have to focus on, and yet I wanted them to know life isn't always about you, and sometimes the focus has to be on this particular situation, and for them to be a part of it instead of feeling like they were neglected. Not an easy balance to make.
You know, it requires very intentional living. It requires opening my eyes every day to all of my children and listening not just to their words, but to their actions, and listening with your heart, that they let you know when they have a special need, when they need that special time, and you have to be able to step back and look at your child, look at Riley. I have to look back at Riley and say, you're going to have to wait, because these children over here, they're as important, and right now they have to be the most important.
Our kids are amazing. The things that they endure and the things that our kids bounce back from, they blow my mind. They're such cool, special kids.